Welcome to the lesson Linear Equation in Two Variables. In our previous lesson, we looked at linear equation using a variable. But in this lesson, we are going to use two variables. There are two methods that can be used to solve simultaneous linear equation. So these are elimination method and substitution method. Okay, so now let's see how to apply these methods. We have to find the solution set of these two equations. So we have 2x. So we have 2x minus 5y equals to minus 6 and 4x minus 3y equals to minus 12. Okay, so these are two separate equations which has two variables. So we can label this as equation 1 and this as equation 2. So we solve this by elimination method. Okay, so with elimination method, it's about how to eliminate one of the variables so that you can solve for the value of the remaining variable. So now we have x and y. Assuming we want to eliminate x. Now comparing equation 1 and equation 2. In equation 1 we have 2x and in equation 2 we have 4x. So how can we get the same value for each so that when you subtract or add the two, it gives us 0. So you can see that equation 2 we have 4x and equation 1 we have 2. So it will be best we multiply equation 1 by 2 so that we achieve 4x in equation 1. So we just have to multiply equation 1. So we multiply equation 1 by 2. So we have 2 times 2x minus 2 times 5y. So it means you need to multiply every term by the number 2 minus 6 times 2. So here we have what? 4x minus 10y equals to minus 12. So this can be classified as equation 3. So now we have equation 1, equation 2, and equation 3. So in order to eliminate x, we can subtract equation 2 from equation 3. So we are going to have equation 3 minus equation 2. So our equation 3 is 4x minus 10y equals to minus 12. And our equation 2 is 4x minus 3y equals to minus 12. Okay, so because we are subtracting, we can just subtract them depending on the terms. So we have 4x minus 4x, so which gives us 0. So you have minus 10y minus, this is the operator, minus another 3y. So this becomes minus 10 minus 3y, which becomes minus 10y plus 3y, which gives us minus 7y. Then we have minus 12 minus 12, which becomes minus 12 plus 12, because anytime you have two negatives, it tends to go positive. So minus 12 plus 12 gives what? 0. So we have our y as minus 7y equal to 0. Then we divide both sides by minus 7. So we're going to have y equals to 0 over minus 7. Then 0 over any number gives us 0. So y equals to 0. Now let's find the value of x, because now we know our value of y. So we can put y equals to 0 into any of the equation. Let's say equation 1. So now we have 2x minus 5y equals to minus 6, and our y is 0. So you have 2x minus 5 times 0 equals to minus 6. So you have 2x minus 5 times 0 gives us 0. Minus 6 equals to minus 6. Then we have divide both sides by 2. So you're going to have 2x over 2 equals to minus 6 over 2. Where x, if you have minus 6 divided by 2 gives us minus 3. So the value of y is 0 and the value of x is minus 3. Okay, so we can say that x and y is minus 3 and 0. Now let's solve the same question by method of substitution. Okay, so by substitution, so we have what? 2x minus 5y equals to minus 6 being our equation 1. Then 4x minus 3y equals to minus 12 being our equation 2. With method of substitution, we need to make one of the variables the subject, right? So we need to express the whole equation in terms of one of the variable. Okay, so assuming you want to express it in terms of x, where x will be equal to another expression. So for example, from equation 1, right, we have what? 2x minus 5y equals to minus 6. So we need to move minus 5 to the other side. So we have 2x equals to minus 6 plus 5y. So negative moves to the other side of the equation, becomes positive. So now we can divide through by 2 in order to get the value of x. So we have 2x equals to minus 6 plus 5y. Then we divide by 2, divide by 2. So we have what? X is equal to minus 6 plus 5y over 2. So we substitute the value of x into equation 2. So that's the method of substitution. So equation 2, we have 4x minus 3y equals to minus 12. Right now, the value of our x is minus 6 plus 5y, all divided by 2. So we're going to have 4 times minus 6 plus 5y, all divided by 2, minus 3y equals to 12. Okay, so now because 4 is multiplying the whole equation, which is also being divided by 2, we can have what? 2 and 4 cancelling out, where we are going to have 2 times minus 6 plus 5y minus 3y equals to 12. So we have 2 times minus 6, which is what? Minus 12, plus 2 times 5y, which gives 10y, minus 3y equals to 12. Okay, so now we group like terms. We have 10y minus 3y equals to 12. Sorry, here is minus 12. Forgot the minus. Okay, so here is minus 12. So you move the minus 12 on the other side to the right hand side of the equation, which becomes positive. So plus 12. So 10y minus 3y gives positive 7y equals to minus 12 plus 12, which is what? 0. So we divide both sides by 7. So our y is equal to 0, which is the same as the results we obtained using the elimination method. So now let's find the value of x. So our y is now 0. So now let's put it in, let's say, equation 1. So we put y equal to 0 into equation 1. You can also put in equation 2, you achieve the same answer. So equation 1, we have 2x minus 5y equals to minus 6, right? Or our x is what? Minus 6 plus 5y all divided by 2, because that is what we used in obtaining the value of y.